Long before the laughter and fame, Goldie Hawn was a little girl growing up in Tacoma Park, in a home filled with music and expectations. Her father played saxophone late into the night, while her mother believed strongly in discipline and hard work. At just 3 years old, Goldie began ballet lessons. The studio mirrors quickly became both teacher and critic, reflecting every mistake and imperfection. Ballet teachers at the time were strict, pushing young dancers to chase flawless technique. Goldie worked hard, yet she constantly felt she didn't quite fit the ideal image of a ballerina. She had a lively personality and natural curves that didn't match the delicate, quiet mold expected in ballet. Despite her dedication, she often felt overlooked. These early experiences shaped her deeply, planting both resilience and self-doubt that would quietly follow her for years. Finding confidence beyond the ballet studio. As Goldie entered her teenage years, the pressure of dance and school began to weigh heavily on her. She loved performing, but the constant comparison to other dancers made her question her place in that world. Eventually, she realized that professional ballet might not be her path. Determined to stay connected to performance, she began exploring other opportunities. After enrolling briefly at American University, she spent most of her time auditioning for small dance productions and local shows in Washington, D.C. The early auditions were not glamorous. Many ended with polite rejections and vague promises that never led to callbacks. Still, every audition taught her something new: how to hold attention, how to keep going after disappointment, and how to remain authentic in front of an audience. These lessons would become invaluable later. Even though success seemed distant, Goldie slowly began building the confidence that would help her step into the spotlight. The go-go dancing chapter that taught resilience. In the mid-1960s, like many young performers trying to survive in the entertainment world, Goldie accepted a job as a go-go dancer. The clubs were loud and crowded, and the work was far from the elegant ballet stages she once imagined. Yet the experience turned out to be surprisingly important. Dancing on small platforms in front of strangers forced her to develop a fearless stage presence. She learned how to command attention and connect with people instantly. What once felt like a setback gradually became a lesson in adaptability. Instead of hiding from the spotlight, she began to embrace it. Goldie discovered that audiences responded to her lively energy and natural charm. Those nights performing in clubs helped her realize that entertainment was about more than perfection. It was about personality and connection. Without realizing it, she was slowly shaping the qualities that would later make her unforgettable on television and film. A breakthrough moment on television. Goldie's big opportunity arrived in 1968 when she auditioned for the comedy variety show Rowan and Martin's Laugh In. The show was experimental and energetic, mixing short comedy sketches with colorful performances. Goldie approached the audition differently from many other dancers. Instead of trying to be technically perfect, she allowed her playful personality to shine. Producers immediately noticed her natural charm and hired her for the show. Once the program aired, audiences quickly fell in love with the bubbly blonde performer who giggled easily and brought a light-hearted spirit to every sketch. While some people initially underestimated her because of that cheerful image, Goldie understood something important. Connection with audiences was a powerful skill. She watched experienced comedians around her and learned the rhythm of comedy, timing, and performance. What looked effortless on screen was actually the result of careful observation and determination. Balancing career and family life. While Goldie's career flourished, her personal life evolved as well. She became a mother to 2 children, Oliver Hudson and Kate Hudson, and later welcomed her son Wyatt Russell. Raising children while maintaining a demanding film career was challenging, but Goldie believed family should always come first. She worked hard to create a loving and supportive home environment despite the pressures of Hollywood. Over time, she learned that true success meant more than professional recognition. It also meant building strong relationships and creating stability for her children. Her family became her greatest source of motivation and joy. Watching her children grow and pursue their own creative careers reminded her that the values she worked so hard to build, confidence, kindness, and authenticity, were continuing into the next generation. A lasting partnership with Kurt Russell. One of the most meaningful chapters in Goldie's life began when she formed a relationship with Kurt Russell. The two actors had briefly met years earlier but truly connected while working together in the early 1980s. Their relationship grew gradually, built on friendship, humor, and mutual respect. Instead of rushing into marriage, they chose a partnership based on daily commitment and trust. Over the decades, they built a strong family life together, supporting each other's careers and raising their children. Their long-lasting relationship became one of Hollywood's most admired partnerships. Fans often point out that their bond demonstrates how genuine respect and shared values can create a stable foundation in an industry known for fast-changing relationships. For Goldie, Kurt represented something deeply important: a partner who encouraged her independence while always standing beside her, using success to support others. After decades in entertainment, Goldie began focusing more of her energy on helping others. In 2003, she created the Hawn Foundation, an initiative dedicated to supporting children's emotional well-being. The foundation's educational program, Mind Up, teaches mindfulness, emotional awareness, and resilience in schools. Goldie believed that children should learn early how to understand their thoughts and emotions. Drawing from her own experiences with anxiety and personal growth, she wanted young people to develop tools that could help them navigate life with confidence. The program has reached students in many countries and continues expanding into new classrooms every year. For Goldie, this work represents something deeply meaningful, using her influence and experiences to create opportunities for children to feel supported, understood, and empowered. A return to the screen on her own terms. Although Goldie stepped away from acting for several years, her love for storytelling never completely faded. In 2017, she returned to the big screen in the comedy Snatched alongside Amy Schumer. The film allowed her to reconnect with audiences who had grown up watching her earlier work. Unlike earlier in her career, this return happened entirely on her terms. Goldie wasn't chasing fame or trying to prove anything. She simply wanted to have fun and collaborate with talented people. Her appearance reminded fans why they loved her in the first place: the warmth, humor, and natural charisma that had always defined her performances. It also showed that creativity doesn't disappear with age. Instead, it evolves, bringing new perspectives and wisdom to every role. A legacy built on authenticity and joy today, Goldie Hawn is remembered not only for her films, but for the spirit she brought to every stage of her life. From a determined young dancer to an Oscar-winning actress and respected producer, she continually challenged expectations. Her journey demonstrates the value of persistence, self-belief, and authenticity. She showed audiences that humor and intelligence can coexist, and that success is strongest when it's guided by kindness and purpose. Beyond the awards and famous roles, her influence continues through her children, her charitable work, and the countless people inspired by her story. Goldie's life reminds us that growth never stops, and that real fulfillment comes from staying true to who you are, while lifting others along the way.